10 military-grade inventions that will surely change the world. Green Goblin's hoverboard. Dr. Evil's frickin' sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their frickin' heads. And Tony Stark's powered exoskeleton suit. Surely we all thought these inventions were next level. But have you ever wondered if they only exist in the realm of fantasy? What's good, better believers? Coming up, we have 10 military-grade inventions that will leave you in awe, especially number 1. We definitely think it will make you say, when can I get one? So stay tuned till the end to find out what it is. Alright, let's check out number 10. On our 10th spot is what the French military has declared the assault platform of the future. The Flyboard Air gained popularity when French inventor Frank Zapata showcased it during the Bastille Parade whilst holding a rifle. Military advertisement, anyone? And on August 4th, 2019, onlookers' mouths gaped open as the Green Goblin crossed the English Channel 50 feet above the water at speeds up to 110 miles per hour. Let's check out the clip. It's easy to see why the French military has hailed the Flyboard as the next big assault platform, and why just about anyone would want to get their hands on one of these. Oh, and before we move too far along, don't forget to like this video, turn on notifications, and subscribe to our channel, or Bach will rise from the dead and eat your face off! Number 9. While the Flyboard Air is the next assault platform, can you imagine troops having Angelina Jolie's bullet curving abilities in Wanted? While we don't know of anyone or anything curving bullets to that extreme, we did find something that comes pretty close. Extreme Accuracy Tasked Ordnance bullets by DARPA claimed the 9th spot on our list. This bullet was made for snipers, helping increase the accuracy rate of hitting targets at a greater distance. This technology can make even a novice sniper hit a target like a pro. Very little has been released about how DARPA made it possible to accomplish such a feat, but speculators hypothesize that optical sensors enable the bullet to change its path to precisely hit a moving target. Number 8. Nowadays, everything considered advanced has the word smart attached to it. It started with smartphones, and then came the smart TV, then smart cars. Now, imagine a missile that can pinpoint a specific target. That would be smart and lethal. Introducing Rafael's Spice 250 for our 8th spot. Manufactured in Israel, Spice 250 is an air-to-ground munition equipped with artificial intelligence and electro-optic sensors, aka Automatic Target Recognition, or ATR. ATR allows pilots to encode the characteristics of a target into the missile. Once near, ATR activates and seeks out its target. Remarkably, Spice 250's AI algorithm can change targets if it cannot find its primary. However, it is dependent on a pilot defining the new bullseye. Spice 250 is not dependent on GPS navigation, making it immune to GPS jamming devices. I guess this is good because we only really wanted to kill the guilty people. Number 7. While the Flyboard Air is the next combat enhancer for individual troops, envision a military that uses a force field to protect its heavy artillery. They would be unstoppable. Active Protection Systems, also known as APS, holds our 7th spot. APS is like a force field system that detects incoming attacks. Military tanks will be equipped with radars that simultaneously detect and respond to an approaching strike. Anything from a guided missile to a grenade can be countered. So I know you're probably thinking of something like a glowing energy bubble, but this isn't quite to that scale yet. But once the APS detects an incoming attack, it initiates explosively formed projectiles, or EFP, that tear down an incoming projectile. This creates distance from the targeted military vehicle, keeping its occupants safe and its origin undetectable. Number 6. Aside from the turbine-powered Flyboard, you might be surprised to learn of another flying machine that is currently in the works. In our 6th spot is the jet bike created by Jetpack Aviation. Jetpack, as their name implies, are the only company to have a true jetpack on the market. But they've also been developing a jet bike. It's kind of like a Ski-Doo for the air. Targeting the military, the Speeder has 5 engines capable of speeds up to 150 miles per hour, levitating 15,000 feet and with a max flight time of around 30 minutes. It even has options for autonomous flight. But while the Speeder produces high speeds, it also produces high noise levels, up to 120 dB, making it less than ideal for stealth missions. Its novelty is also countered by the need to refuel once it reaches its destination. Would you abandon a mid-6-figure vehicle after a one-way trip? It certainly wouldn't be cost-effective to do so. Nonetheless, who doesn't want to ride a jet bike like a stormtrooper? Number 5. Most people are aware of cyborgs, partially robotic organic beings equipped with superior capabilities thanks to the motors and gears that are incorporated into their bodies. And while Bishop from Aliens was the first cyborg to come to mind, we're actually looking at a surveillance idea being developed by DARPA. Utilizing moth caterpillars, DARPA researchers have been able to insert computer chips into the caterpillar's chrysalis as it pupates. During its evolution process, the pupa's nerves integrate with the computer chip, birthing a cyborg moth. Utilizing the Hybrid Insect Microelectromechanical System, or HIMEMS, the chip grants control over the new moth. And if that's not enough to give you the willies, they're doing the same thing with some beetle species, equipping them with a wider range of tools. Cybugs, as they're being called, are equipped with cameras and tracking devices that can aid in infiltrating enemy lines without being detected. It's a convenient way of getting information without putting a human resource at risk. Sounds like an NSA wet dream. Number 4. So before you start looking over your shoulder for any insects in your windowsill, let's have a quick chat about our number 4 spot. Since 1969, the US government has been putting a tremendous amount of effort into making computers networkable. But connecting billions of computers worldwide isn't without its risks. Since its inception, the internet has been vulnerable to hacking. Like on August 15, 2012, when the most valuable company in the world, Saudi Aramco, was assailed by a hacker group, the Cutting Sword of Justice, resulting in the biggest hack in history in terms of cost and destructiveness. Or how about on February 7, 2014, when we saw Mt. Gox Bitcoin exchange file for bankruptcy after an alleged $460 billion hack due to weaknesses in their system. Talk about a vulnerability. So in an effort to make the internet unhackable, the University of Chicago conducted a study in February 2020 that revealed the possibility to achieve quantum entanglement, where the behavior of a pair of tiny particles becomes identical. This atomic particle behavior is the basis for this technology. Currently, a Chinese team has used a form of the tech to establish a 1,242 3/4 mile backbone between Beijing and Shanghai, but there are still a number of weak points in the system due to the use of classical computational equipment. Quantum internet could very well be the norm for future generations. Number 3. If cybugs didn't make your skin crawl, I hope you don't suffer from selichophobia. That's the fear of sharks. While there hasn't been a confirmation about the attachment of lasers to its head, the RoboShark is another example of biomimetics, machines that mimic nature to solve complex engineering or tech problems. This thing can be used for surveillance, gathering of information, and sending messages with stealth and speed. Its tail propeller has an 80% efficiency rate, lower power consumption, and creates less noise than traditional propeller systems. Features like these make it easier to spy on guarded and unguarded territories, while making it harder for enemies to infiltrate countries with RoboSharks swarming their waters. Who would have thought that humans would evolve sharks to be more dangerous and cunning? Now people will have to be wary of real sharks biting their legs and being live streamed while they're naked. Number 2. Up next, we have the Victa, a relatively lightweight craft capable of delivering 8 operators and their equipment mission ready. Manufactured by Subsea Craft, this hybrid submarine boat drastically improves stealth capabilities from a distance, allowing militaries to travel on the ocean's surface at speeds of 30+ knots over a 250 nautical mile distance, then submerge on the approach. Its transition time from above water to below only takes about 2 minutes. Innovations such as the Victa will strengthen the naval force of a country, helping guard their territories with ease. Since speed and stealth are considered vital factors when creating a device, the Victa meets the ISO shipping container standards, helping improve deployment of these machines worldwide. Now onto our top spot, number 1. I know you've been waiting for it. When Stan Lee and Larry Lieber created Tony Stark and Iron Man in March 1963, every boy in the neighborhood dreamed of having an Iron Man suit. Fast forward to today, and that dream is becoming a reality through an organization called Talos. Talos is an acronym for Tactical Assault Light Operator Suit. An upgraded version of the suit named Hyper-Enabled Operator is an ultralight version of the suit. Just like the Iron Man suit, the Talos uses an exoskeleton made of specialized bulletproof plates, and it can magnify strength and monitor the vitals of the wearer. The Talos is an innovation that is being continuously upgraded to maximize its potential for soldiers in the battlefield. Who knows, maybe one day the Talos can also be equipped with a jetpack to enable flight. So there you have it, better believers. 10 military-grade inventions that will surely change the world. Which one do you think was best? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks a bunch for watching. Oh, and if you found this video fun and interesting, check out one of these.